film opens in 1950 with a man named James Wright arriving at the Ito dojo. As he steps inside, he sees students training diligently.
Where is he?
He asks to speak with the master about a man whose photograph hangs prominently on the wall. The master recalls how his father once told stories of this man's indomitable fighting spirit and controversial style.
You come to my dojo, you bring trouble and dishonor. Come on!
The master orders his students to confront James. Intrigued,
What is it you've come here for?
the story then shifts back to 1942 amidst the turmoil of World War II and the Battle of Bataan. Here we find James Wright, a decorated British wing commander serving with the Allied forces, caught in the chaos of a collapsing front. His aircraft is shot down during an air engagement. He crashes deep into enemy territory, barely surviving the impact, only to be surrounded by Japanese soldiers. Bloodied and battered, James summons his strength to fight them off. Despite his resistance, he is captured and taken to a grim POW camp where conditions are brutal. Within this camp, James encounters Lieutenant Colonel Ito. Ito underestimates him and orders Corporal Hirano and others to execute James in the forest. In a desperate act of survival, he escapes into the jungle and discovers a Japanese aircraft. Before he can plan an escape, he falls into a jungle trap and is recaptured. Brought back before Ito, James has his belongings confiscated. Ito ominously promises him death by the next day.
Today you are victorious, but tomorrow you die.
In the camp, James meets fellow prisoners, American Marines, Filipino resistance fighters, and other Allied soldiers. The next day, Ito prepares for a fight to the death. Though James wins, the victory feels hollow and haunts him. Ito's second-in-command urges killing James, but Ito refuses, insisting his time will come. James is later summoned to Ito's office, where his fate remains uncertain. There he encounters Teresa, a captured woman, forced to serve as a nurse for the Japanese soldiers.
A skilled fighter.
Ito questions him about his forbidden training techniques. James refuses to reveal his master's identity.
This belongs to your father, war hero.
Yes.
Angered, Ito threatens him with death and orders his men to take him away.
Tomorrow you die.
The following morning, James is dragged into a makeshift arena to fight other prisoners in brutal combat. Amidst despair, James devises a plan to steal a radio and call for help.
Let's get out of sight. Come to my office. Look, because in about a week, they're gonna mark.
We need a radio.
You don't think they know we're here?
There's radios in that tower.
With the aid of fellow prisoners, he creates a diversion. steals the radio and hides it. The following morning, Ito soon reminds the prisoners that escape attempts mean severe punishment, publicly punishing those he suspects.
Now is the only chance to save your life.
But James remains undeterred. That night, he slips into the jungle to scout a possible escape route. As he explores, Japanese soldiers conduct a routine check of the prison to ensure all prisoners are accounted for. Thanks to James's cleverness, his shoes and bed saves him, allowing him to evade detection. Upon returning, he stresses the need for someone who can use coded communication to reach American forces. The next day, Ito interrogates James about the Navajo language.
What do you know about Navajo?
James pretends ignorance, further enraging Ito. In a fit of rage, Ito declares no prisoner will ever see their family again. James is tied to poles and beaten mercilessly. Though bloodied, he survives and is forced to fight once more. After another brutal victory, Ito cruelly executes several prisoners. Finally, he orders his second-in-command to knock James unconscious. When James awakens, he finds himself bandaged and cared for by Teresa, who explains that he is the first prisoner to receive such treatment, an unusual stroke of luck amidst their dire circumstances. Once recovered, James returns to the camp with renewed determination. He rallies the prisoners, urging them to stay strong as their escape plan nears. During his unconsciousness, a document signed by General Douglas MacArthur had circulated, warning Japanese forces that an Allied attack was imminent. This revelation ignites hope among the men. That night, they attempt their communication plan. Unfortunately, their efforts are thwarted by tight security. Spotted by a Japanese soldier, they kill him in desperation. Just as they were about to retreat, a junior soldier appeared. James, showing unexpected mercy, ordered his men not to harm the young soldier, thereby sparing his life. As they hurried back to their prison, when the guards conducted their routine check, they found every prisoner tucked in their beds, seemingly undisturbed.
6, 12.
The following day, Lieutenant Colonel Ito summoned everyone for another meeting. He accused one of James's men of attacking his soldiers and demanded to know the identities of those who had assisted him. Stepping forward, James claimed responsibility for the attack, insisting that he had acted alone in killing the guards. Confused by James's boldness, Ito called another prisoner to the front and ordered James to execute him with a forbidden fighting move. James refused to comply, prompting Ito to order the execution of the innocent man instead. In a subsequent fight,
Hajime!
James' friend managed to emerge victorious against his opponent, but Ito then summoned James to his office. There, James challenged Ito to a duel.
Why don't you set foot on that mat with me?
But Ito denied him the opportunity and instead sent him away to perform laborious prison tasks. While working, James gathered his men and informed them that they needed to send a signal. Later that night, as darkness fell, they set their plan in motion, going out with one of their own, who had knowledge of radio coding, to contact for help. Spirits lifted, they provided their location and waited anxiously for rescue. However, upon going back at the prison, they found it empty and were promptly arrested and knocked unconscious. Upon regaining consciousness, they were met with chaos as their camp came under attack. In the midst of the turmoil, Teresa and her friend Anna rushed in to rescue them.
What's happening out there? Yes.
They immediately checked for their stolen radio, only to find it destroyed. The attackers began slaughtering everyone in sight, without mercy. In a moment of clarity, James devised a new plan to steal another radio. Teresa took decisive action, teaming up with Anna to eliminate a guard, fueled by anger and a thirst for vengeance.
Traction over.
The prisoners rallied against their captors, who fought back fiercely. Just before their escape attempt could unfold, James confronted Ito in his office once more, challenging him to a fight. Nobody is running. Just as he was about to finish Ito off, one of James' men intervened, taking him away. Ito's second-in-command started to fire at them. Ito stepped in to halt the chaos, allowing James and his comrade to escape. Eventually, they reached their destination.
Setting flares now.
Copy you, Sergeant Villanueva.
And signaled the Americans, who responded swiftly by neutralizing their attackers.
Jungle Eagle, we're on final.
And aiding their escape from enemy territory. In present day, back at the dojo, the master dismissed his students and confronted James for a fight. After a fierce exchange, James defeated him, but then requested that he demonstrate the forbidden move his father had often spoken about. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, have a wonderful day.